how to use and how to understand automatic supplies. We talked about DND, DNS, DNC, and also automatic supplies, initial supply, and buffer and prediction strategies. All this we studied in the previous class. So now we are coming to the practical part. So what are the values to be entered for DND, DNS, DNC, and also what should be the check range, what should be the restock range? All these things are practical part. We in previous classes we understood how the system functions or how the system works. Now you have to understand practically what are those values. How do I decide what is my DND? How do I decide what is my DNC? How do I decide what is my check range? What is my restock range? What is my trigger value, resupply value? To determine that, you need to understand few concepts. These we call it as durations. Durations, there are different types of durations in it. First one is lead time, visit window, treatment period, longest lead time, longest treatment period. We will understand so that it will be easy for you to enter those details. Yeah, instead of blindly entering, we will think and enter. So what is the lead time? Lead time is the number of days. Okay, number of days for the shipment to reach a site or depot. There are two types of shipments, right? One is depot to depot, next one is depot to site. From the time the shipment is raised, it can be manual or automatic. We have both. Whether the shipment is raised or whether the shipment is raised manually or automatically, that we consider as shipment raise. From the time it has risen to until the time it reaches the site is known as raise to reach, is known as lead time. So lead time here, once it reaches the site, okay, there is one transaction, it is acknowledged. It is not the time between raise and acknowledge, it is the time between raise and reach. So that is the lead time. For example, a shipment is raised today on Jan 1st and shipment reached the site on Jan 7th. So lead time is 7 days. If the shipment is acknowledged on day 8 or day 9, it doesn't matter. Okay, the time the shipment is raised to the shipment reaches the site is known as lead time. And this lead time includes many steps like packing the kits into the shipment and calling the courier guy, handing it to the courier guy. So all this includes within the 7 days. What are all it includes? Packing, handing it to courier, and the shipment has to go through various places and it has to reach the site or depot. So the time is lead time. Next one is visit window. So for example, in this study we have a visit of 3 months, right? So for example, visit 1 and visit 2, it is 3 months. Month 1, month 2, month 3. Okay, here 3 months means 90 days. See, visit window is simply the number of days between two visits. For example, if you take the visit window between visit 1 and visit 2, here it is 90 days. Okay, that is visit window. Next, treatment period. So you have to carefully understand what is the difference between visit window and treatment period. Okay, in the same case, there is visit 1, visit 2, month 1, month 2, month 3. Okay, there are 3 months. This is 90 days. So what drug we are testing now? It is vaccine. So you might all know that you might have taken Covishield or Sputnik or Covaxin. So there will be 3 doses: dose 1, dose 2, and booster dose, right? So vaccine, maybe it will be 2 months apart, but it will be given only for 1 day, right? So when the patient comes to the visit 1, the patient is randomized and he is given the vaccine only for 1 day, right? He will not be given vaccine for every day for 90 days. For example, think that, so our treatment period is 1 day. Think that it is a diabetic trial. Diabetic trial means you have diabetes or sugar, normally known as. If the visit are 3 months apart, month 1, month 2, and month 3, so diabetic diabetic tablets has to be taken every day. So in 90 days they have to take 90 tablets. Okay, for diabetic trial same thing becomes, treatment period become 90 days. In the same trial, if it is vaccine, it is given only 1 day, the treatment period become 1 day. So how many days within the visit window, how many days you are taking the medicine from the start of the visit? It is not, for example, visit 1 and visit 2 is there. So if we are giving the medicine on 15th day between these two, then visit window becomes 15. You have to calculate from the day 1 to the end of the treatment period. Okay, so in some cases what we do is, patient will come on 1st Jan, okay, and we ask him to take the medicine on 15th Feb, not on 1st Jan or not on 30 March. 3 months means 30 March, right? We ask him to take on 15th Jan. Then the treatment period become 15 days. Treatment period is the period between the start of the visit to the end of the treatment. Okay, when the treatment is ending, it is 15 days. After 15 days the treatment is ending. So that's the reason in this case we consider treatment period as 15 days. Visit window will not change, but treatment period will change based on the when they are taking the medicine. Okay, any questions on these three scenarios I have explained? Within the same visit window there can be three treatment periods, three different types of treatment periods based on the clinical trial or based on the number of times or number of days a medicine has to be taken, the test drug has to be taken. So now you understood lead time, visit window, treatment period, and longest lead time. What is meant by longest lead time is, for example, there are several visits, screening, okay, run in, okay, and randomization. After that we have scheduled visit 1, scheduled visit 2, scheduled visit 3, completion and follow up. Okay, I think that in a clinical trial there are different visits. These are the sequence of visits, and longest lead time is there are different visits. Okay, and for example, the trial is happening in India and the depot is located in Delhi. So when you are shipping the medicine from depot to site, okay, think that site is in Lucknow, site is in extreme part Tamil Nadu, site is in somewhere in the middle Maharashtra. Okay, so for example, the longest lead time is Lucknow is just beside Delhi, maybe it will take only 1 day. We can just keep lead time as 1 day. To go to Tamil Nadu, it is at the end, so it may take 7 days. To go to Maharashtra, it may take 5 days. So in different scenarios the lead time differ, whether it may be for depot to site or depot to depot, it doesn't matter. So they will be having, in a particular clinical trial we will be having different lead times. So lead time can be small, or you have to think the longest lead time. I will let you know why we are discussing about the longest lead time. Longest lead time is the, of all the lead times we have in the system, the highest lead time is the longest lead time, that is 7. Okay, so on coming to longest treatment period, it is very simple. For example, from screening to run in, think that it is 7 days. From run in to randomization, think 14 days. From randomization to schedule visit 1, think it is 28 days. And from schedule visit 1 to schedule visit 2, treatment period or is 60 days. Okay, rest of the things are 60 days. Okay, so here you can see which is the longest one. 60 days is the longest one. Okay, longest treatment period is 60 days. This is 7 days, this is 40. Think that in every visit we are giving the medicine. Think that we are giving medicine and screening, running and randomization and also other visits. So in this scenario the longest treatment period is 60 days. So you just need to understand here what is lead time, what is visit window, what is treatment period, what is longest lead time, what is longest treatment period. If you understand these concepts, then we can go to the system directly and we can configure the values for DND, DNS, DNC, check range, restock range, trigger value, resupply value with understanding.
Clingenious research.